It's Maze from Real Social Dynamics. Welcome to Chicago. Just got out of free tour, and what this free tour was about is letting go of past experiences and creating space for new ones. We're about to jump into it right now. Okay. Dope. What's up, Chicago? This is my second time back. I was here earlier this year. I love it here. Beautiful city, clean. How you guys doing tonight? That's what's up. I'm tired, but we about to get it popping in here. About to get it popping. This has been a very interesting year so far for me. I've been, like a lot of you, just watching my mentors and my heroes for years. And then I get this internship and I start working with my heroes right beside me. Working with Julian, working with Owen, whole squad. It's been like learning. It's just monumental, just so crazy. And even with that, I've learned the most I've ever learned in my life this year. And even with that, I still felt almost this like nostalgic pull to my past and to past experiences that might not have even been as fruitful as this year. Isn't that crazy? I'm with my heroes right beside me, yo. And I'm still thinking about the past, and I'm still reminiscing about things I did years before when I actually just started learning about self-development, learning about RSD and improving yourself. Has anybody else felt like that? You just got into this whole new world. You're in this self-development world. You're in almost like this honeymoon phase where you're just getting flooded with new information, new perspectives, and it's just, you're on cloud nine. I remember when I first started learning about self-development, it was just massive. The simplest things, like don't take things personally. Isn't that crazy? We really take that for granted now. You're in a whole new world, and you look at other people and you're like, why is he taking things so personally? Why is she taking things so personally? And we forget that we're in a different world. We're in a different paradigm. It's crazy. It's crazy. What is something you feel nostalgic about, that you reminisce about?
Well, like you were saying, if you were raised a certain type of way your whole life, like a chode, whatever. Sometimes when you're learning all these skills, it's like you go back to your old ways once in a while, and it's just it's like pulling you back. It's like you're.
But what tugs on you that you're like, oh man, that time? What is one of those experiences for you?
No, just in general,
Just in general.
You go back.
What about somebody else? What about you? Something that tugs on you?
Tugs me back to the past.
Yeah.
So I grew up religious, so now I'm not religious, and sometimes, I'm at a service or something, it pulls me back.
Okay. You?
I used to have really bad social anxiety to the point where I just...
Project. Bring everybody into it.
I used to have really bad social anxiety to the point where I just, once I get home from school, I just couldn't go out and do anything. So.
And that tugs at you. What about something positive in your past that you might be having a great time right now, but you still think about that time, or somebody in your past that you still think about, but you still have great friends right now? What about that?
Just like a girlfriend, like an old girlfriend, a comfortable feeling.
Bingo.
Perhaps. Yeah. But isn't that crazy? Because it's so, we're here right now. There's so many beautiful experiences to be had right now, but we're still thinking about the past. And I don't think that's a bad thing. But I do think it's something to be cognizant of, because if you're allowing nostalgia or reminiscing to take up space, then you're not allowing new spaces, you're not creating space for these new experiences to come into your life, for these new people to come into your life. And I think you need to use it as an anchor to say, okay, all right, I miss this person or I miss this time, but I'm not creating space for these new experiences. Like, again, like I'm with my heroes. Like, and it's an amazing year. I don't want to take away from it at all. But at the same time, I'm still thinking about the past. I'm still thinking about old friends, old times. Like that girl that you met her and the whole world could have been crumbling, but if you were with her, it's perfect. I don't give a shit. We're good. Like, you look at her skin, it looks like pearl. You're inside of her, it feels like a whirlpool of ecstasy. Or you're with your squad, right? And you guys are just talking about world domination, and you're only half joking. And how many laugh attacks have you had with your old squad? And it's crazy. Like, it's not to take away from that time, because that time is beautiful and it's so rich. Even the negatives, they kind of tug on you because they're so vivid, right? It pulls at your senses. And I think that's amazing, but at the same time, there's so many experiences to be had right now. When do you think about the past? Right now. So you have to live for right now, you know what I mean? And I just think that we don't think about that. We don't give it its space. We need to truly take time to reflect on what we have at this current moment in these current life situations, whether it's negative or positive. Whatever it is, there's things to appreciate right at this moment. And we can't take those things for granted. Because if you do, then things change like that. Like, I'm about to start my own tour and teach my own programs. Because for this past year, I've been teaching with Julian, with Owen, and we've been doing it together. And that's fucking awesome. It's fucking amazing. And at the same time, like, I just recently realized, like, I'm eager to do my own thing. For like the past few months, I'm like, okay, I'm about to get started, do my tour, it's gonna be great. And then I'm like, wow, just like the drop of a hat. Like, once I start touring, I could just be gone the whole year, barely see the team. We'll come back, get together for Summit. But it's like, why am I so eager to start when there's such this amazing time right now, traveling with my hero back there, or Owen, listening to the monologues, as annoying as they can be, but as amazing as they are. You don't know what the imprint, you don't know what your life situation or the people around you are imprinting on you until, like, they're gone and you have to think about, like, oh wow, I don't do this anymore. I don't go out as much because this person's not in my life. I don't laugh as much. Maybe I'm not as sad, or you just don't know what the imprint is on your life that this current situation has. So you have to reflect on what your current life situation is bringing to you. What are some things in your life right now that you haven't taken some time out to appreciate right now, today? Right, hat. Both hats. College. So at this current situation today, in the past few months, like, what have you not appreciated? School.
I'm blessed to get so much financial aid that I'm going for free basically, and I'm not taking advantage of it.
I was in that boat. I hated school so much. But at the same time, I'm sure you've met amazing people. I'm sure even that struggle, it's given you more appreciation for other areas of your life. Like, I hated school, but I met lifelong friends at college. And I didn't appreciate that. I was just like, fuck school, fuck it, I don't care, I'm dropping out, da-da-da-da. But there's amazing things there that you gotta cherish, because once that's gone, that is gone. And the thing is, we we try to grab hold of those same experiences and those same emotions again, but you're never going to experience those emotions in that way ever again. That's just a fact. You're changing every day. Every day. When you come back to your old town or to your old friends, you're a different person. They're different people. You have more experiences. So the way you interpret things in and of itself has changed. Your perception has changed, whether it's you're more open-minded or more closed off, you've changed as a person. So trying to experience those same emotions or those same experiences, and even putting that on other people. Like we try to get those same emotions from other people around us. Like how selfish is that? Like I felt this way before, like I want you to help me create this, or I want you to give me this. When this is just not the case. That's never gonna happen. But what you can do is create space for new experiences that will be just as vivid, just as fruitful, and allow the people around you to create that with you. And if people go in and out of your life, if you had an amazing experience, then appreciate it for what it is. It's cool. This too shall pass. I say that to myself all the time. Whether it's a negative situation or a positive situation, your group of friends, where you live, this too shall pass. And that's to bring you back to the present moment and show that you should appreciate this moment for what it is, because at some point it's going to change. So you need to welcome that change. Appreciate that change. Cherish that change. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. That is, when you're able to do that, that is when you'll feel the most alive. Whenever I really, truly dive into that mantra, this too shall pass, I feel so alive. I appreciate everything, everyone for what they are. And if that passes by, okay, what's next? It's cool. But this is the only thing that you have, this moment. Everything else is just fluff. You don't own it. It's just this right here. So appreciate this. You know, like we really don't think about that. We don't reflect on the fact that if you've experienced something, even this free tour, you come back to another free tour, it's different. It's just totally different. There's not one free tour that I've experienced that's the same. There's always different, it's always a different feeling, it's always a different energy. Think about all those experiences that you've had that it's never the same. With your significant other, you're never gonna experience those same emotions that you did with that person. It changes. But that doesn't go to say that your next experiences won't be as phenomenal. Your next group of friends won't be as awesome. I'm with my fucking heroes. It's just dope. It's dope. It's dope. So why is it that we still feel that nostalgic pull? You know?
Can I ask a quick question? So what if you can't make that decision to kind of like be there? I mean, you want to, but like, it's like, I mean, because of other things, you can't just be there. Like, I mean, even though you try sometimes. Like, for example, I go out sometimes, I'm like in a nightclub, right? I mean, it's like hard to be there, but I get there, but it's just like because of other things.
Well, I feel, first you gotta bring awareness to it. Like, I needed, this is for me too. Like, I'm talking about this openly because I'm like, okay, I gotta admit that I'm still attached to something that I need to let go of. So first you bring awareness to it. You accept it. Acceptance is the first step. And then from there, once you're aware of it, maybe you don't just let go of it, but at least you're cognizant of it, and you can take action to create new experiences and put yourself around new people that will allow you to let go of that attachment. I say all the fucking time, no matter what it is, whatever the goal is, the halfway point is your circle. Who are you around? What is your life situation? Okay? So get around people that will push you to let go of those experiences, pull you into new experiences. That's so key. You know, the way Owen like monologues at me all the time, you know, just it pushes me to, you know, even like, oh my gosh, it's just, there's so many things. It's so vast how much knowledge and new experiences are poured at you from anybody. But if you're attached to those previous experiences, those previous emotions, you're not even cognizant of what's being thrown at you. You're not aware of what that imprint is on yourself. So to be aware of that, you need to accept that you're even attached to those previous things. So acceptance is key. Yeah. I'm struggling with this right now myself. And this was part of me bringing it to the forefront, me accepting the fact that I'm still attached to my previous experiences, and for me to create an opening to allow new experiences to come to me. And that's what I want for all of you. Don't be attached to your previous experiences, to previous emotions, to people. Whatever that attachment is, while I don't think it's a bad thing, I just think it's something you need to be cognizant of so that you can truly, truly, truly live your life. Not live your life in the past, but live right now, right now. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you take to heart what we discussed in this video. Let go of your previous experiences, let go of your previous emotions, and create space for new opportunities, new experiences, new emotions, and have a beautiful fucking life. Get it poppin'. Millie rockin', we out.